Good evening, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am Rick Serra, and this is Cocktail Hour with Rick, just like it says on my shirt. This is my wife, Darlene, my hostess. Bo is here on the deck somewhere, and we hope everybody is having a good Friday. And thank God it's Friday, as people often say.
Yeah, when you work.
Let's use the code number.
Shit.
And
Okay, I finally
Alrighty.
got on.
we are here. It's a little bit of a breeze,
Yeah,
so our hair will be
it's 80.
muscled
I thought it
and
was gonna be
tussled.
100. Yes.
It's 80. It's down to 80. Wow.
That's good.
Today we did not have heat exhaustion like we have been having here in the mid-Atlantic.
It was
We
warm
got a
enough.
break. It was up in the 88 area. So we have
Oh, wait a minute.
different people
Are you
here.
going to do it or you want me to?
And it says 20 people already, honey.
Okay, honey. Who's going to read the names?
Please, would you introduce
Yes.
the guests to the show?
Everybody knows Justine Serra is Rick, I hope.
If
Spin
not-
Dallas, Jimmy Rick, Chris T.
Chris T, not Christy.
I
Chris
said
T.
Chris
I
T.
know I'm being goofy. Goofy.
You are.
I had
Alaska.
physical
Don't wait till
therapy.
just give me a minute, Rick, and you can talk all you want. Almost John C. Alaska, Mega, Nancy Santa Maria,
Oh.
M6 Pit, Krabby,
Krabby just got a
Debsy
gift.
Rocks,
and they.
Oopsie Oopsie. Let me finish.
All right,
You heard me say Debsy Rocks, right?
Debsy Rocks.
Okay.
Hi there, Debsy Rocks.
Grostradamus. Okay, go now.
Debsy, what you doing? You
She's
wanna
watching you.
you wanna ride over here? Grab your man Dan,
T-Bear 44.
some twisted tea, and come on over if you'd like.
She's doing dishes.
Doing dishes, huh? So, is there anybody who's new?
Hey, Soul.
Let's get that out of the way. To start off the show, is there a newbie, as we affectionately call you, a new person to the Cocktail Hour with Rick? If so, you can get a free gift. All you have to do is
Hold
send
that
us
phone.
an email with your name and your snail mail, and then we'll send you a gift to that snail mail address. Attention to your name. Name doesn't matter. It could be a goofy name, but we need the accurate
Scott
address. So send them to rick.adr@aol.com as indicated by my wife's
Why are you yelling?
comment. Can you hear us okay? Okay, I'll talk a little softer.
Good. Maniomos. I know I didn't do it right. I'll just call you Manny. M-A-N-Y.
So apparently,
Daniel
some
Evans.
people
There you
were reporting the sighting of a white thing that must have blinded people in the middle of a video I put up called
Oh. Your ass. Or
Fun,
Uranus.
Fun Time Pool Play. Rick did give you a little hiney shot
Chris T. Send us the info. You're
and
get
took
your little
advantage
gift.
of my editing to make everything get
Miss Globe.
a high-speed energy going. Yes, I did a little bit of
Yeah, Alaska
water.
said your butt was so white.
It's so white, and there's like a pink racing stripe if you looked carefully. Maybe you couldn't tell when it was sped up. You had to slow it down. I don't know why it's there.
No, that's not Bo barking. That's Buddy, the
I don't
German
know why
Shepherd
there's a
behind us.
pink line in my derriere. It's not very much hair down there.
Boy, have you changed from 10 minutes ago?
I'm trying to be more happy and all. I'm kind of not really in a good mood, but I'm making myself.
Spin said, I thought I saw sack, but it was probably just an optical illusion.
It might have been a little sack in there, because they kind of are way down and low. Yeah, the low balls of the high-heeled boys.
No, there was not a butt plug, long duck dong.
Same Rick here. Oh no,
I think his physical therapist wore him out today.
did. Have a cocktail, Rick. Okay, T-Bear says have a cocktail. Cheers, everybody. Bottoms up to your health.
Yeah, Rick didn't like dinner tonight.
She
It's the first time I ever made it, ever tried
ever
it.
tried it, and it's a shock because if you're going to pick a fish and you don't like really strong tasting fish, the choice shouldn't be salmon.
Look, I already gave him a heads up. We went to a restaurant for Jay's graduation and we got
Jamaican food.
salmon bites.
Salmon
I was
bites.
surprised that I like them because I always thought I didn't like salmon. So I said, oh, I'm going to fix those one night. So tonight was the night, and when Rick found out, he went, oh, yuck. I thought it tasted pretty good. And I don't consider myself a salmon person. Mom
Mom even ate that, and she's definitely not a person that you would expect to eat fish.
So I won't be doing that again.
So the women ate the fish. I guess they're used to the smell. Yes, I did say that. Ouch! 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 All right, it's overboard.
You're the one who should be
Oh
used to the
my
smell.
gosh. I'm gross ridiculous. Oh, instead of gross Stradamus. I love fish, but salmon is too tinny or tiny. Mercury
It's tinny.
poisoning. Yes, that's true. I thought about that.
Well,
Tastes
this-
like chicken.
Oh, crap.
Could
Now
be.
I can't get back.
Mood changer gun. What did you do? Push a button by mistake?
No, I turned my phone the wrong way.
Oh.
There we go.
All right, there you go. You're back.
It was farm raised, so it was milder than wild caught, is what I was told.
Yes, farm raised. Raised in a farm. I don't
Well,
know
so I
why.
hope everything goes well.
Because I thought
Travis
fish
Hammond.
needed to be in water. So, why would they be on a farm?
It's a water farm.
Next to the cows and the pigs and the horses and
Stop
the
being
sheep?
stupid.
Ah! Stupid! How dare you?
It's a water farm.
Oh, look, hon. This is a dart from the other set
Here, put that in there.
that made it to
Florida.
up here.
Yeah, I know. Because it was sitting around.
This is the Florida dart, and this is the Baltimore dart. The
Oh, I'm
Baltimore
not going to
dart
try salmon milk.
is hard
Hey,
on the
dingle
end,
dangle.
and the Florida dart is soft. So up here, Rick gets hit with the hard darts. So yeah, I've been going to physical therapy since I came back to Baltimore. It's helping a lot. I don't have terrible pain every night. I'm even reducing the medicines I was taking to control the pain. I was given gabapentin. I stopped taking that.
Oopsie.
I was given, what's it called? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can't think right now. But I am still taking Flexeril, basically. and that's because it's like a muscle relaxer, help you at night when you go to bed if you have back spasms. I
Hey,
wish I
Pamela,
had
hello there.
front spasms. Front spasms, really special spasms.
Alaska said she saw your workout in the pool.
She saw my workout
Way
in
to
the
go.
pool.
Keep it up.
Keep up that
Keep it up.
aerobic water exercise.
Scott Thomas.
So
Ponytail.
it's amazing how fast I can spin myself while floating on a raft, isn't it? Now, did anybody watch the second feature at 5:30? I gave you a little taste
Shane
of
later.
a blues band. We saw their whole set, and it was their last set, as
Moondog.
it turned out. We got there about, I guess, an hour after they started. This was last weekend, last
was
Saturday, wasn't it? And they
Yeah.
were really good, so I felt, to give them due. I posted a link on their Facebook page. So Cadillac Jump Blues Band, you'll see if you look them up on Facebook, and I'm not sure if you find the same thing I find on
Bobby the
Facebook,
Desert Walker.
because I'm in Baltimore. But and notice I used to write enunciation on the TI. But really good cats, older guys. They're my age. They look a little more silver than I do. I don't know
Alaska
why.
liked it.
But good. I'm glad you did, Alaska. I wish I could have brought you more, but didn't really plan on recording. I just did it after we were there for a while. And I pushed a button by mistake, and it turned into a slow-mo recording. But I was still able to utilize it. I used a clip where you see me like in the front foreground instead of the background where the band is. And I was just sort of doing this kind of a goofy thing. That was covering up something I did with the shot I was taking long of the band for their whole, that one song, which ended up completing their set too, by the way.
Yeah. And
Cheers again.
After we left there, we went to another place.
We
heard
went to a
another band.
second bar, and they were playing like new wave, I guess it's called, kind of
Do you
stuff,
think that's what that was?
and some 80s, a lot of 80s band music. But I didn't give you any of that. No, I didn't. We were just there for the last couple of rounds.
We had 2 drinks there. That's
Yeah.
all. So we had a total of 3. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, please.
Smash that like. Sorry.
God bless you.
I hadn't been having issues with like hay fever, but for some reason I'm getting a little bit of that coming back, and I'd rather not, to tell you the truth. The Cultivated at the Emerald Tavern. Is that who's there tonight, or is that who was there last Saturday?
I think it was last Saturday.
Last Saturday, the Cultivated. I wish I could see. Thank you, Daniel. Pray for y'all's health again. Yes, I'll do it again. I just got to keep drinking.
Yep,
It's
last
important.
Saturday. Debsy said last Saturday.
So I did say I hope you all have a great summer at the end of my one video, and I certainly do. Does anybody have any great plans for the summer? Are you going any special places? Please feel free to pop it into the chat. Let us know what's going on. We would like to know. We are looking at one major event all summer. We're going to Assateague
Bobby, you
again.
couldn't stop by. Bobby the Desert Walker was in D.C. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow, Bobby, that's cool, man. Right down the street, practically.
Oh, have a good time, Nancy.
What's Nancy up to?
The Tomorrow's a
Puerto Rican festival here in Long Beach. That's great. I hope that you have a great time. You were actually looking on a map of the
I hope
Caribbean,
everything turns out and you have a great trip.
and we were looking at all the great Caribbean islands
That
like
sounds like
Puerto
fun,
Rico
Gross.
and Aruba. And we have a connection to Aruba, of
Oh,
course.
that's great, Alaska.
Oh,
We're not going to Aruba.
no, we're not ourselves.
Hey, alien train.
Good baby. Good baby.
Oh, try and relax a little bit when you're not working, dingle dangle.
Yes.
Josh was here.
Josh was here? He's not here now? Or is he still here? Oh, it's Josh was here. All right. I gotcha. She's going to shoot me. Don't shoot me. I got the baby.
I won't hit him.
I got the baby.
Oh.
He's such a cute boy. Aren't you? Are you handsome?
Hey, Moon
Yeah.
Dog.
Well, thank you. You like the taste of my nose?
Sounds like fun, Moon
And I
Dog.
see you got some eye boogies going.
Let me tell you, Mom went out today. Apparently, there is supposed to be a new Ollie's over where the old Walmart is at the old Uterwood Plaza.
Oh,
So Mom set out to go there.
all right.
Well, she couldn't find it, but she did find a store to go in. I think it was Home Goods.
Okay, Home Goods.
She came home with a bag of popcorn, no lying, this big.
It's like I saw it.
I asked her where she was going to put it. And then she got herself a little mirror, and then she got something. But then she also got a comb for me to comb Bo's hair. That long. It was at least a foot long.
A foot long comb.
And I said, Mom, I'm never going to use it. I said, I don't brush Bo. I said, the only time I use a comb, and it's one of those old man combs about this
With
big,
the
is when he gets
very, very small
stuck in
combs.
his little hair down in Florida.
Yes, they
and that's easy to get things out.
get things out of his hair because, of course, he has hair and it gets in there. It even gets in his derriere.
I knew you were going to
Ah!
say that.
You know why? It rhymed. It was a rhyming thing. I had to go for it. So I'm glad that I didn't let you down. I love that Aussies and English folk love KFC. Yes, and they talk about this all the time. In fact,
Hey, Brett,
we
how
have
you doing?
a small little club. 5 of us are in the club. We call it the
I
House
cut
of
about 3 weeks ago.
Debauchery. And we chat on this. It's got 3 Americans and 2 Aussies. Although the Aussies have their sons as well at times.
It's sort of a reversed mullet. Short in the back, long in the front.
Short in the back, long in the front. I love that, yeah. It's like, can't see, like a sheepdog.
I'm
That's
not
the
like
hair.
a sheepdog.
No, the hair's
hey,
like that.
computer chick.
And here's Alien Train. Hello, Alien Train.
So, Jackie Who, how are you?
Jackie Horick's a poet. He doesn't know it. But his feet show it because they're Longfellows. Gosh,
Thanks,
it's a
Alaska.
stupid old joke. That was one of my mother's. Longfellow was a poet, I guess, or a writer, obviously, of some type. So Megadeth Gigantor, you like the pool video? I had Wi-Fi lag, unfortunately, to watch the blues.
It's easy to take care of, and when I was told that women don't sweat, I sweat. I don't perspire, I fucking sweat. And when your hair's down on your neck, it's horrible. I still sweat, it still runs down, but I don't have the hair clinging to it, so that's good. Spin has his Longfellow in his boxers.
Ha!
I'm
Yeah,
glad it can
that's
be contained.
supposedly. That's what we hear. Business in the back and party in the front. Yeah. We have a friend who's the
She's
party
on,
in
she's
the...
on here. She's on here.
Well, she knows she has her hair like that.
I
The
know.
party in the back and business in the front. Love Darlene's potty mouth.
Doesn't happen a lot.
Ah. love boob sweat. It's delicious.
You do not.
Uh, yes, when you're going at it hard as an animal would go, ow, and then the female is having a bunch of perspiration from her mammalian protuberances. Where do you think the male has some sweating?
I'm missing you.
You're missing me.
I got to get better.
You got a bunch of darts down there.
Yeah, but half of them missed you.
So, you know that tomorrow is my granddaughter's birthday. She's turning 23.
A major inconvenience. Hello from Cincinnati.
Hello, Cincinnati. Welcome to the house. Oh, come on, Cincinnati. It's not that bad up there. It's summertime everywhere, right? Cincinnati.
Ew. Spin.
Yes?
Boob sweat leads to the creation of cleavage cheese.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Yes. We have heard of that. Now, we call it from under.
Do you even shift?
From under cheese. It could be from under my
Look.
my male nutsack.
Look.
Mammalian protuberances. Yes, going to start calling boobs that. I'm glad to have been able to remind you of that biological term, or even saying. So we're very happy to have, as usual, a Friday here with you all in our back on the deck. It's so nice. Now we have the ambulance and the fire truck and everything.
I went to PT today. I was a
Because
week early.
this show is hot. It's flaming out.
You're flaming
Get
out.
the hose. I think I need to get the hose out. No, I don't. I've already did that. Their cops are coming for Rick. That might be.
So I actually went to PT today because I thought I had an appointment. I have to go to a
She
pre-surgical
was a little early.
appointment. It was a week early.
Early.
I think they gave me the wrong date. But anyway,
That's your story, and that's what you're
my
sticking
story,
to.
and I'm
Yep.
sticking to it. But I knew I had to wear shorts because I didn't know what he was going to have me do. And I told Rick, I even shaved my legs this morning so I wouldn't
Thank
draw
you, Krabby.
blood.
This is a one of a kind.
Yeah, that was oh look, you're all rolled up here.
It was like a
Oh, did you put your
practice.
clothes away that were on the bed?
Yeah. It was like a practice for the company. We didn't even use them, as it turned out, that produced this shirt. And it really is kind of bled out a little bit and all, but what the heck, it's free. We didn't pay for it. So I use it as
Yes,
a billboard.
we did.
We paid?
Yes, we paid for that.
I don't think we paid for any of their shirts, honestly.
Okay.
We got a couple different prototypes that just, they weren't pro. So that's why we ended up getting our shirts through another company. And we have all kinds. But I wonder, are there people out there who really want the image? Thank you, Alien Train. That they really want the logo on the front like this. They don't want a little pocket image and then a big one in the back. They just want it on the front. I could actually do a revision of the shirts and have you all have a on the front version for all their different styles we have. If that's something
should
that
have
people
asked,
would
Josh.
want, you should let us know. Send us an email, and if we get a couple thousand requests, we'll do it.
Couple thousand requests.
I can literally say we have never sold that many shirts. Definitely. including all the shirts we had made up and sold uh, at the Mothman Festival.
We finally just got rid of the last shirts.
Yeah, we had some
DB shirts.
super big ones, triple X or something like that, or 4X. Gave them to um, a charity organization, and I'm sure they're proudly displaying those. It was about 6 or 8 of them, all the same.
Well, Daniel, we can't sign shirts because they don't go from here.
They don't.
But I didn't see an order for a shirt. But we can't. He can't sign any shirts. We can only sign the photos and that type of thing.
And we
'cause
we
ship
do
those out.
have a selection of photos for signature and possibly a message overall if you'd like. That's on the ricksarahstore.com on our website. On the website, we also have a link for you to go Discord
Hey,
if you'd
thanks,
like.
Dingle.
Our email, there's a link for that if you want to just send a note to us. And of course, merchandise, but also links to the other social media platforms that I post upon. So there you go for that.
Sol has your signature in her wallet. So it must be your business card.
Oh, that's so nice. Close to your heart. I'm thinking of a guy with a wallet in the back pocket, so I'm sorry, that probably wouldn't be good for Sol Cecita. She probably has
it
that
in her
purse.
Yes, I would think.
Yes. So Nancy, I am sorry. I am sorry you fell. I hope that you're okay, or that you mend very quickly. Rick, you need more dirty hotel rooms to stay at, and give the missus needs a break. Oh, well, if I do one, you do know that she would be my partner in crime. There was another person I got, Steve Seabode, to go with me to do that.
Oh, did he do one with you?
Yeah. But I was actually thinking about that. I think it's been long enough. It's time that I could do a dirty motel review live. But, you know, there's always the future. Would you want me to do that in place of a cocktail hour? I would want that to be in addition. But when to do it for maximizing viewership? I don't know. I guess not weekdays, and especially not during the daytime. I guess you'd like us to get down and dirty in the dark at nighttime, and looking at all the nasty stuff. Got to make sure my batteries are still good for my
Yeah,
light.
speaking of batteries, this has really nothing to do with battery. Why do we need that light?
Because it will get a little more dark. It doesn't get completely dark by the time the show is finishing up, but that will help supplement so that we don't look dark and faded.
Oh, hey, Kylie!
There's the birthday girl tomorrow, and she's ready for her birthday serenade. Oh, serenade. Well, let's start it off then, baby. She wants her birthday song.
Well,
Kylie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kylie. Happy birthday to you.
happy birthday,
Happy
Kylie!
birthday, Kylie. Tomorrow, 23.
She's going out with friends tomorrow, and we're
Have
having
some
a
fun.
family party on Sunday.
Sunday.
And she made the list of the food that she wants, so
I'll be going up to a town in Maryland called Havre de Grace, Havre de Grace, and it is just up 95 north.
Kylie
Just
says thank you.
You're welcome. Just before you get to the Susquehanna River. It's the last exit before going over the bridge.
Have a D's nuts.
Have a D's nuts too. Yes, we'd like a D's nuts. So, are there any other birthdays? Remember, we're
Hey, Scott Thomas.
happy to wish you happy birthday and sing the birthday song to you. Just let us know.
Kylie, I hope you're Ubering.
There's a Lepidoptera on my baseboard.
Das is a German beer place right up the street.
Yes.
She likes that place. She
Yes.
goes there often. And then they're going to brunch tomorrow morning,
Yes.
early afternoon. So
I think
that's
that
good.
Lepidoptera is the butterfly or moth family of insects. Yes, I love them.
Where are you going for brunch? You going to the new Silver Diner? Good, Kylie. Thank you.
I hope deviled eggs. Oh, just sing Bring Back Asbestos.
No.
Scott Thomas. He's a funny man. Bottomless mimosas. Oh.
Well, wherever that is, you better Uber there too.
Yes, I think that's a good point, though. Ubers are cheaper than DUI.
Oh, it's someplace in Fells Point.
Somewhere in Fells Point.
Yeah.
The Point. So Fells
Well,
Point
I could
is
probably give you a drive one way tomorrow.
it's down on the
That's true,
Baltimore
so-
Harbor.
It's a
And
cool place. I
it's a
always
cool place.
went there when I was in my 20s.
You have a lot of different bars, and restaurants, a few shops. It's a very active place. At
Sounds like
times,
fun trouble.
At times, unfortunately, it's a little too much good fun going on. People getting a little drunken and disorderly.
One time,
What happened?
it's at Fells Point. Met this guy, and he took me on a tugboat.
A tugboat?
Yes.
I wish they'd have done that with that ship that ran into the bridge. I wish they had a tugboat. That would have been a lot of help to have a bunch of tugboats to keep that thing from knocking the bridge down. I tell you, that bridge, man, it went down like so quick. It's like you couldn't have done it any quicker. Well, they've gotten the boat out. They've gotten
Was
the boat.
no rub involved, Kylie.
It's actually
Just
on its
the
way
tug.
to Virginia, to Hampton Roads for repairs and to offload whatever those containers were that it was carrying before it went and ran into the damn bridge. And that was the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And unfortunately lost people who were working on the
Yeah.
bridge. They died as it collapsed. Unfortunately, their vehicles went down to the bottom of the river, and at least they were inside of the vehicle. I don't know whether that was a little better or not. At least they weren't mangled and such. But it probably was such a horrible thing to go through that. Can you just imagine going underwater and you know that's it?
Can we not go there?
Okay.
It was horrible.
Horrible. So it took years and years to build that the first time. Somehow they think they're going to build it a little quicker. Let's not build it too quickly.
Hey,
We don't
Scott
want it to
Thomas.
fall down right away. Yeah, terrible tragedy, Scott, definitely. And anybody from the city here, it touched you because it affected, if you're a worker and you go south of Baltimore, it probably disturbed your traffic, it made your ride longer. And in a bigger way, of course, people who depended upon their jobs. They couldn't possibly work because
They
their
didn't have the
employers
people,
couldn't
yeah.
get goods in or out. So it was a mess.
Yeah. I mean, I actually, what I felt from it was, let me start over again because I don't want it to come out wrong. It was horrible. And it's like it's going to take years to get it back. And the people who lost loved ones, they're never going to really recover. But coming back up from Florida, I would normally have taken the Key Bridge. I took the tunnel. And it took probably at least 45 minutes to an hour longer to
Right.
do that because the traffic was so bad. Because you didn't have the bridge there anymore.
Now, Baltimore does have a beltway, as we call it. I guess other highways around the city may have gotten that kind of a name. But on the west side of Baltimore, you can go all the way around Baltimore from the north or south. And if you have RV and you're pulling propane, you're supposed to take that route.
You're not. You can't go through the tunnels.
Or you would have gone over the bridge. Well, there goes the bridge. So that's what we will have to look at anytime we're heading south of town. We'll have to go around. Just thought about that. That's a
Well,
thought.
Krabby, I'm glad you're having a drink.
Oh, Ring Road, even. Yes, Ring Road. My wife is on a Facebook marketplace selling Kick.
I don't know what that is.
So what is Kick, Krabby? I don't really know what Kick is. I've heard of Kicks. I think it's a cereal. Not Kick, junk. Oh, she sells junk. Okay. I understand junk.
Yes, he
One
does.
man's junk is another man's treasure. So if you have junk, it's probably treasure to me. Let me fill my basement back up because I have room now since
No,
I
you
got
need
rid
to
of.
make more room.
I need to make more room. We've been talking about this bathroom renovation now. Second year we're talking about it, but we actually do have some estimates for a couple different components of the job. They're coming in actually reasonable.
Better than what I
We
thought.
thought. And another project that I've been looking at is my mother's mobile home in Florida. The subfloor has been replaced. The laminate is on top of that. It looks really good. It hardly is a big difference compared to the other laminate floor. It fits pretty well. And I'll be traveling down there on the 11th of July to check the job and
No,
to
Jimmy Rick.
pay the guy off. I think we have one box of floor to go back.
Oh, okay. You can handle that while you're down
Yeah,
there
yeah,
too.
yeah. Am I going to have one of those fancy drinking fountains next to the toilet? All right, you talked about this before. Jimmy Rick thinks because we all like to sit on the loo and look at our smartphones.
Not me. I drop and leave.
And since you spend an inordinate amount of time on the toilet, or toilet as you love me to say,
It is a toilet.
toilet, are there a number of wax rings that have to be put in repeatedly, I guess, to help the company that sells wax rings to...
I'd rather be on a comfortable chair if I'm looking at my phone. The porcelain god, I just drop and leave.
Yeah. Me, I find that library, or the bathroom, as you might call it, is a great place to relax and enjoy a good read. But when then there's a knock, come on, Rick, you're taking too long in there. Just flush and go.
Well, here's the thing.
This is her thing. Just flush when you drop. Don't let it sit.
Because he backs the toilet up.
Well, by the time you put the paper in there too, it might not go. So if you just flush it when it's just turds, they might slide down the pipe easier without the
Paper.
addition of paper.
But here's the thing, this is what I'm faced with.
You're faced with me.
Well, not just you. Mom takes quite a while in the bathroom. Rick's in the bathroom quite a bit. I go to the bathroom a lot. That's why I just drop and leave, okay? Has to do with the surgery. So I'm almost always the first one up.
Sex change surgery.
So, you know, I'm up, no one's up, so I can use the bathroom. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes, like, I really got to go. When I go around the corner, go on the first floor bathroom, and my mom, his mom is in there. And I go, oh, God, that's going to be forever. So then I have to decide, go down or go up. If he's awake, I go down. If he's asleep, sometimes I'll go up. But it's like, sometimes he's in one, she's in the other. I'm glad we have a third one. Yeah, Rick's enormous chocolate mud dragons.
Oh my! A mud dragon.
Me too, Bobby the desert walker.
Oh, God.
I dropped my cargo and run.
Whoa.
That's what normal people do.
And Mr. Jimmy Rick, he apparently
Hey, Dan Wilson.
he really enjoys his potty humor, doesn't he? Potty
Oh, good.
humor.
Enjoy your pina colada, soul. I know, Kylie. Ew. So, what time you going up to DOS?
Men always take longer to go. What they do for so long in there? No, that is not what they're doing. Right, Bobby? That's not what we're doing. If you like pina coladas, something in the rain. Remember that?
Yeah, getting caught in the rain.
Getting caught in the rain. That's what it is. Okay. Thank you, Kylie. She knows all the lyrics. And she's only
23
a day
almost.
before 23. So we got 58 of you lovely people here with us.
Please hit that like
Click
button.
the like button for God's sake.
Hey, Alex Raft.
And if you somehow are not a subscribed member of this great group, please do. And hello, Alex G. What did Spindella say? Do you like penis coladas?
Well,
I don't.
Need,
I don't.
need
Do
a
you?
refresh.
I'm still okay.
I know you're still okay. I'll be back.
Come on back.
I will.
All right. So the Baltimore Orioles, for at least one day, were number one in the American League East. Yay! It's, not because they were tearing up. They actually had a losing streak there. But luckily, the Yankees' losing streak was longer. So, that was my little quick wrap-up of how are the Orioles. Anybody here like baseball? My Royals are doing all right. Well, there you go. Grostradamus, Kansas City Royal fan. I guess that Alaska, you probably aren't a baseball fan, I would imagine. There aren't any Alaskan baseball teams, I don't believe. How about a homer? Well, the Orioles were doing pretty freaking good in the homer department there. So what did Spindella say here? What he said? He said, how about a homer? Okay, no thanks. I don't know what a homer is, unless you mean a home run. Otherwise, I don't know what you mean if it's some kind of dirty innuendo. I like baseball. Yeah, Scott. We both do. And Scott, too. Scott Thomas, Scott Bagley. All the Scots like baseball. I bet on baseball. Bobby, you do, really? I don't bet on any crap. I, uh, I don't bet very much at all. It's, I guess you could always have hope by buying a lottery ticket. You have a little bit of hope. It only costs $1 or two, depending on which game you're playing. But I just don't invest in gambling. I'm not good at it, so it's a good thing that I'm not still interested in gambling. Anybody out there? Are you big gamblers? Anybody that lives not too far from like Las Vegas, maybe?
What?
Gambling.
Oh, you can go to
Now we
Atlantic
have a
City.
we had a fan in here. I'm not sure if she's gone. She gambles a bit, but then her buddy, who she gambles with,
Oh, Pam.
Dennis and Pam.
Yeah.
Dennis,
Does really
he does
well.
pretty damn good. They're both from New York, and they're both
That's good,
in our
Bobby.
park at different times. I think they're going to be in the park together in July for a while.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe a week or two. It is hot down there, but here's a tip. Behind me, guys, there's a pool in the yard. If you could jump the fence, you could
I
get
don't
in.
think that would be appreciated.
It wouldn't be appreciated. My friends would probably spank me for even reporting it. But we're members of the,
Well, they're members of something too. Don't remember
Yeah.
which one. But wait a minute, I have a question. I have a question, and we'll do the other one together. Anyone out there, have you watched Altered Carbons?
Altered
I have like
Carbon.
1 or 2 more episodes to go before it's all done. And another thing, we watched a movie the other night. We had Mom watch it, and she liked it too. It was Argyle. It's really funny.
It's on Apple.
I think so. Depends on who's doing the spanking spin. Spin wants to know if you enjoy being spanked.
Um,
I said depends on who's doing the
Yeah.
spanking. No, we haven't watched Oppenheimer yet. I can't even say it.
and I didn't see Barbie either.
Oh, I did see. Mom and I went and saw Barbie. I was actually a little disappointed in it. I mean, I liked the movie, but I think I was expecting more.
Well, at the time they both came out, Hollywood was like on its back. I mean, it was like a whore. It really was hurt on its back.
Oh, and what we started watching, the original Dexter. That's been pretty good.
That's one.
Flowers here grow.
That's
Hello.
on Netflix. So we do watch the streaming service groups, the
We
channels.
started watching V Wars
That's
and Dark Matters.
Dark Matter.
That is really.
Dark Matter is,
I can't watch it 2 days in a row, and I
You
can
gotta-
only watch one episode at a time.
it's like you got to pay attention. And we even pause it and maybe even back it up and go over parts to make sure we both understood what the heck just happened. It's crazy. But that's the one about the guy who is physics and all, right? Dark matter,
Quantum and all that.
quantum
yeah.
physics and all that, yeah. Yeah. It's like Quantum Leap, the television series, but a
No.
little different.
A lot different.
But it's the same kind of a thing. Somebody that supposedly,
I think they're in 2 different dimensions.
Dimensions? Yes, dimensions, what it's all about. Parallel universes,
Yeah.
things like that. Because this
I'm
guy
liking V Wars.
that
You don't?
is the main character we're watching, is it 2 or 3 different timelines that we're looking at in this show?
We're not
Dark
sure.
Matters.
We're not sure.
At least 2, it could be 3. It's kind of, like I said, very confusing, but that's good because it makes your brain work. Instead of just sitting back going, you have to actually process.
Well, when we watch stuff, a lot of times Rick is like this.
No.
So what I'll do when I see something, I'm not sure he picked it up, I'll stop it.
Did you catch that? Yeah, I just caught the porno I was watching. What? Yeah, like I'm watching porno while I'm watching a movie. I can't do 2 things at once like that. That just takes too much gray matter, and it's too gray. There's not much matter. Doesn't matter anyway.
Oh God.
Whatever. So K1ish is in here. Daniel Evans.
Oh, I missed K1ish.
Flowers
I'm sorry
Here
about that.
Grow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is anyone new?
I know what you mean, soul.
An Oklahoma resident alien train is a baseball fan. There was a person that has been a fan and has been watching the show for a long time. Kendra, are you here tonight?
I did not
From
see her
Oklahoma, no? She's messaged with me a little bit in the last month, and I thought that she kept intending to try to hop on it, but no.
name. Things happen.
There's gray matter, then there's the white gooey matter. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I hate when people are on the phone and you're trying to have a nice conversation while you have your meal together. That means you're probably chewing and opening your mouth while you're chewing. That's rude. Keep your mouth shut when you're chewing. At least do this.
Oh,
Bad
Flowers
boy.
Here Grow. We've been married for 34 years.
Wow. We actually have been together since October 1987. And I want credit for the 2.5 years there. Y'all gonna go see?
See, what he does, we still sit down for dinner. The 3 of us, Mom and us, for dinner. And Rick, even though he's been looking at his phone for several hours during the day, still wants to look at his phone while we're sitting there eating.
I'm better than I was.
A little bit.
All right.
But
How
the
much
thing-
did I look at the phone tonight during dinner?
Well, you were in a weird mood and you didn't like the food and you wouldn't fix a sandwich. He ate cottage cheese. Because I even said, if we don't like it, because I didn't expect to like
So
it.
there was a container of cottage cheese that was mostly.
Yeah, you had fixed that the other day and I said, I made eggs. Remember?
Oh.
And you put it back in the fridge.
Oh.
That was yours.
Oh, I was wondering why it looked pinkish red.
Because you had already
I'd
put
already
something
put
in.
something. I thought it was mold.
He ate it anyway.
I didn't eat it. I threw it away because I thought it was mold. I used the fresh package.
I have to remind him and his mom now. I don't know who's going to remind me.
I know one thing. Man, isn't it terrible when you take a nice deep swallow of sour milk right out of the
When
jug?
did you do that?
Anytime that you stupidly take milk out of the jug, you deserve the indignity of having that happen to you because you need to pour it in a cup.
Oh, that's great, Spin. Yeah, see,
Hi, Mr. D Pants.
I smell milk before I drink it all the time. And I don't drink milk much. Hey, Mr. D.
Toodles. He's on a surf check and a coffee run.
Yes.
It's Saturday morning down under. Down under. And you saw down under in my video
No, that
Fun
was up,
time
that
pool
was
play.
up and over.
Well, it was up, but you saw the under. I was pretending I was a porpoise. So if you missed it, I put up 2 short, tiny little videos. One's 2 minutes, it's a little funny, and the second is about 7 minutes.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
introduction to a local band that plays the blues.
I
And
wore
plays
this
it well.
today for PT because I knew Joe was going to put me on a damn bike.
So make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you hadn't already done so.
Brett, yeah, we have out of the country. If you mean a foreign country, we've been to Aruba,
Yeah.
um,
Been to
Bahamas.
Bahamas. We've been to Cancun,
Cancun.
Hawaii.
But
Well,
that's not-
that's not a foreign country.
No, but that's Canada.
Canada, okay, that's
That's
right.
about- that's
and
about it.
I've been to British Columbia, just enough to go to Alaska.
Oh, we said Canada.
No,
Isn't British Columbia part of Canada?
it is really yes.
Okay.
That's just that it's far west from us. Yes, we have had luck. My mother took me to Alaska back in like 2013, and a year or so after that, Darlene and I went on a cruise around the islands, and then one more week on Maui for 2 weeks in total.
And 2 days prior, on Oahu.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. We, went to the Pearl Harbor, all the exhibits, the tributes to those lost, in the sneak attack. That was actually December 7th, 1941. A day that will live in infamy. That's what it was on the radio
It
broadcast.
really was a great trip.
Very,
Let me
very
tell you,
good.
we really had to save for that.
Yes. So, thank you, Justin. The Whaley house was very active. That's great. So, my partner from the series After Hours, we went to the Whaley house, the 3 of us, on a shorter tour. And I did a little experiment. I shot video bursts and took a photo here and there. And then I reviewed everything. I had, believe it or not, enough video that I captured some EVPs. And that's up on Another Odd Place. So Justin went with some coworkers, and they went yesterday. And he said it was even more active, and I'm interested to hear what kind of stuff he picked up. Now, we also went to the very nearby cemetery that's just up the street from the Whaley house, which is very old. It goes back to the early
Hey, Jimmy, Rick, I'm
foundations
surprised they
of
took
San
you out
Diego.
if the weather was bad, because a lot of times they don't go out when the weather is fine.
Oh, down at Pearl Harbor,
Yeah.
And we were able to get out, but we'd heard this from others that they weren't able to go on trips they went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Whaley House. Here's the bottom line. The Whaley House, before it was built, the owner, the person who paid
wanna get
for
up
the
on my
materials
lap?
and
Come
had
on,
it
Bo.
built, Mr. Whaley, he was living in the community, and they were doing the public hangings on the lot that he ended up buying when he could to build a home. So it's pretty much guaranteed that if you build a house on top of the lot where violent acts such as hangings were conducted, that you might pick up something if you believe in this paranormal mumbo jumbo stuff. And so that's what it was. And then, in addition, there are other things that happened during the course of it being in place there. One of the daughters of Mr. Whaley eventually succumbed to
Kind of soul.
self-inflicted gunshot
Hi,
wound
soul.
because she was so depressed and alone, and she hated the town. So she was so distressed and all, she tried to kill herself, and she shot herself in the outhouse. Oh my God, can't you try to kill yourself in the barn or something? Why the outhouse? Her father heard the gunshot, ran out to the outhouse, and got her, brought her in, and laid her down on a settee. We saw that settee set up in the house on the first floor.
Hey, take a minute. Come over here. See what this is in his stomach.
I don't know what that is. I felt it. It's like, it could be a beginning of a.
No, it's like something stuck in his fur.
Okay, we'll have to do it carefully.
Yeah, mommy got
Mommy's gonna have trouble getting that. It felt like it was a scaly piece of something or other. What the hell?
it. Rolling around in something. Not on his skin, it's in his fur.
Yeah. Looks like pieces of dirt, like it dried up inside of him.
Let's see.
Jake Krause, listening to Frank Sinatra and watching Mr. and Mrs. Rick Serra, Darlene. You'll never hear another human being with this name. Dolline.
Mama got it.
Darlene.
Hey, what is
So,
all that stuff on
Jake
there?
Krause, are you new to Cocktail Hour with Rick?
Yeah, mama got you.
Or I just have never picked you up? If so, please consider subscribing, and if you would like to send us a request, we will send you a free gift just for watching this episode. Rick, period, ADR at AOL.com. And you send us your name and full mailing address and say, please send me a gift. And we will honor that, send it out to you next week. But are you new? It's been a few months. My bad, Rickster. Oh, you've been around. Well, it's okay. We're happy to have you back. Happy, happy, happy. 57 people live right now with us. And a Frank Sinatra fan. So, Jake, are you a younger guy? Are you, say, younger than me? I'm 64. And what did Justin say? Oh, Fred's Tacos, which is right up the street from the Whaley House. Good compliment to going and ghost hunting there. And of course, in Old Town, San Diego, if you look for the old Catholic Church, my ancestor, Father Junipero Serra,
Jake is 40.
40. So, to be a Frank Sinatra fan at the age of 40
Oh, Josh, that sounds like fun.
means that you have an above average palate for good
Hey,
music.
Wolfen, good to see you.
Good for you, man. The music of so many different ages. And we barely ever listen to music out of our own age, where the music was made while we were born.
We had such a good trip when we went to San Diego.
That was a beautiful
And
place.
we did not rent a car. We Ubered everywhere we went.
Yeah, we saved a good amount of money. We didn't even spend $500. It was under $500, including tips for all of our transportation for the whole week, including the trip from the airport and back. And it would have been easily $700 or so to rent a car. Then you have to keep paying for gas. Not a lot, but you do. And parking, which is a pain in the ass. and you don't know where you are, you can use navigation, but you really don't know the area well. Be chauffeur driven.
Jake is listening to Frank on a pontoon boat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And
That
Lake
was really a
Powell.
good trip, but it really tore my knee up. That's what really made me have to make that decision.
Jimmy Rick wants to let us know he thinks the Spice Girls are great.
Yeah, I know.
You want to be my lover? Let's see what else we got going on here. We have Wolfen. Hello, Wolfen. Good to have you here. And Wolfen agrees about the paranormal Old Town San Diego.
Yeah, one of the first things we did when we were there, I think the first full day, we went to the San Diego Zoo.
Yes.
And the walking almost killed us. But
So-
not enough that when we went back, Rick had to take a nap. I wanted a drink. There was no bar within walking
So she
distance.
walked like a mile and a half
No, it
to
wasn't that far.
get to get
Back
some
and
booze.
forth, it might have been about 3/4 of a mile, but I found a liquor store within walking distance, and it was all flat, so I was okay. In the zoo, it was always either up
Or down.
or down.
So if you do have any plans to go to the zoo, San Diego Zoo, let me give you a little pointer. There is a bus. It's totally free. You can get on it inside the park at multiple different locations.
We found
And
out
it
later.
makes a loop continuously and
Hey,
repeatedly.
Monica Berry, hello there.
So you
DD,
can
DDD.
ride around, and I would suggest trying to get at the first stop so you get to see it in order. And then you can always see the park
Then
and get to know it using the map. They give you little maps. Get off on top of a hill, then go down, then get on the bus, go up to another hill, and then come
Jake
down.
says we should check out the zoo in Omaha, Nebraska. It
Really?
occasionally beats San Diego as best zoo, and a liquor store is only 3 blocks away. Well, I'm talking about by Air Hotel, Air Motel. We sort of lucked out with that because we did it like online, but it turned out to be pretty decent.
Now, is Omaha like a bunch of butchers or whatever? Because I think about it as Omaha steaks, you know?
Well, see, I think of Wild Kingdom, presented by.
The Wild Kingdom
Yeah.
Mutual of Omaha.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Chris is going to the Omaha Zoo next weekend.
Is that a small world? So I guess Grostradamus agrees that that is a tremendous place, and it's so ironic. We mentioned the place thanks to the fan, and then Grostradamus is going. Damn, it's a small world.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wolfen said the LA Zoo is now abandoned.
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, if the LA Zoo is abandoned, then why can't the homeless people live there
Oh, stop, Rick.
instead of on the roads? It doesn't look good to have your highway with a bunch of people set up on the
Oh,
curb
that's cool, Jake.
with their tents.
Rick, stop.
No, I'm serious. They could have that zoo. There's certainly places where they can poo instead of along the side of the road. I don't want to get your goat, but I'm serious. Darlene hasn't shot me a lot tonight. So, ow! Yes, thank you, Rick. You're welcome, Daniel Evans, whatever I just did. I live in Midtown, Omaha. What do you want to know? Spin Dallas. In Midtown? Really? I don't know anything to ask yet. I'll have to think about it.
Brett says poo at the zoo.
Poo at the zoo. It's better than on the street. Call your local representatives and demand help for these people. It's not their fault. They live on the street. Well,
That's right, Alaska.
You know, you don't have to get me to be thinking that there might be a way to deal with homelessness that's better than what we see in our country now.
Has to be.
Certainly, there has to be.
But nobody's figured it out.
So nobody's figured it out. I mean, on the one end, I don't want to encourage people to just not do anything gainfully, not even try to make their own way, and just get handouts. But at the same time, maybe if you gave people opportunity instead to help work their way up out of their predicament, and that's the model that would work. Why is it that government intelligence
That's an oxymoron.
or an oxymoron, right? Usually it's like military intelligence, which is even more obvious that it's not that smart. The best kind of military for me is one you don't even need to use. And then you don't have to worry about people dying and stuff
Get
like
off the
that.
topic. Too deep.
Is that deep?
Yep.
Okay, what do we got going on here?
Well, you.
All
put
those
it on the
abandoned places that
downslide.
can be turned into something more. Yes. Well, what about the malls that, you know, if you're watching me, you know that there are people that are cross-sectioned with us in our viewing on YouTube that
The abandoned
malls are some kind of an important thing. And there's a limited number of these malls that are being remade into different things. Like maybe a university takes it over and they make it a series
Hey,
of
Shaylee,
classrooms.
good day.
Shaylee, good to have you. Good day to you. Like the Mall of America. Look how big that thing is. It even has a water park inside of it.
Off the topic.
Get off the topic, okay. But
They just opened up in not what's above Baltimore County and Howard and Harford
oh
County.
right,
The Wolf Lodge.
Wolf Lodge
They just opened a new one up
in
what
Har
area?
in Cecil County, I guess.
Cecil County. Okay, it's about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour from us. And it used to be a humongous mall, but it was the budget stores, not budget stores.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. It was outlets.
It was outlet. It was a humongous
Well-
area. And it's now it's a Wolf Lodge or whatever they call it.
So before it got renovated and after it had been abandoned, you know those people that I used to hang out with that like to look at abandoned stuff?
Okay.
The guys from Canada, they've been there. They did a video on this abandoned mall up there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, I used to go there. Right above that is Northeast Maryland.
Northeast Maryland. Beautiful
And-
little town.
It's a very small town, and around Thanksgiving, they would have all these little shops that were open, and we went there for quite a few years in
For
a row.
Christmas time.
And they had, their little Christmas parade. They had it
Yes.
at Thanksgiving and all that type. And then we would stop at the outlet mall on the way home.
Right.
The last time I stopped there, and it's been quite a few years, it was like maybe 3 stores that were open. It was so
Oh,
sad.
no, that was sad. I remember that little mall too. Wolf lodges are. The old ones really need maintenance, huh? I can imagine. You know, it's open all year round. They have all that moisture inside that they have to run ventilation equipment, and all that wears down. You know, if the moisture's too bad, the rusting of the ductwork isn't very good, you know, and that could lead to other problems. Indoor air quality issues. Rick is forbidden to speak their names too. No, I still send love out to Jake and Brennan. I haven't heard from them. I would love to, but I haven't, so I guess I'm not going to.
Don't worry about it.
That's the way life is sometimes, you know. You You got to be a big boy and just get by. Don't worry about it. Don't cry. Big boys don't cry.
Big
That's what 10cc said.
Who?
Oh, big boy, stay quiet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not in love. But don't forget it.
I don't know.
It's just a funny thing.
No, I'm thinking of a much older song.
Oh, well, that's not.
Big girls.
Oh my God, yeah, it is older than that, but it's not that new. And I was just listening to a doc one, actually, the making of that song, and it was so far ahead of its time what they did and how they employed their less than super sophisticated recording equipment to do what they did. It's really interesting.
Well, we can't really do a whole lot of traveling right now because of Mom's health issues. We are going to Aztec in August. Mom is coming
It looks
down
like she's
for
going to go
several days.
Yep, she's going to go down for maybe 6 nights and then head back. We're going to be there 14 nights altogether. So, and have you ever...
And he has to do all the work because I'm going to be recovering from my
Recovering,
knee.
yeah. But you won't even be able to get into the beach or into the water. And I doubt you'll want to go up on the beach. If you do, it's going to be a one-way trip.
We'll see.
We'll see, huh?
I mean, that's in August.
Is there
It's going to be a
sand
month and
walkers?
a month and a half after I have the surgery. You can go rent one of those sand chairs, beach chairs. Has the big balloon tires, and you can push me up and over the dune.
Oh, well, thank you, Jake Krause, for your apology on behalf of all the Jakes of the world. You know, this is the way it is. Sometimes you have to push certain people out of your life because you're protecting yourself against some other problem. So I have been pushed to the side.
Oh,
by
we're not in Florida,
people,
Wolfen. We're in Maryland
so they
now.
didn't have problems. I would love to hear of Love and Nirvana, and we all can come together and have a big kumbaya moment, all of my past and present YouTube people. But whatever. We'll just live the way we are. What else is going on here? And yeah, I'm in Baltimore. Maryland.
I agree, Shaylee.
So let me look here. I'm scanning, I'm looking. Okay. It is Big Boys Don't Cry. Okay, thank you.
Big boys. But that's
It's
an
girls.
old song.
Girls. So, is there anybody, and we asked once earlier because we sang, is there anybody with a birthday would like to have a birthday song sung to them? Anyone? We still have a chance to do it. It's coming up towards the very end of the show, but we have another 12 minutes or so. Be happy to do so. How do I feel about the Florida Panthers? I'm not a hockey fan, to be honest. So if I was true to my team, it's from Tampa. And,
That's
they're
true,
the
Dingle Dangle. Perfect way to put it.
Lightning or the Sparks. I don't know why they have two different names, but that's the team. And they were in the finals, I think, last year, weren't they? Maybe they won the Stanley Cup last year. I can't remember. But if the Panthers won this year, and I'm right about that, then Florida has been winning the championship of hockey.
We have a birthday.
We do.
Daniel Evans, it's
Daniel Evans.
It's no. Let me finish.
I gotcha.
It's their roommate's birthday month. Could you sing to her? Her name is Cass.
Daniel, you know that is a yes. So Cass, I'm not sure if you're going to be getting this live or on recording.
That's
so
what I was thinking of, Shaylee. Thank you.
here I am. What was it you were trying to think of?
Big Girls Don't Cry by
That's
Frankie
Big Girls.
Valli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Cass. This is for you. Birthday month. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cass. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Cass.
Happy birthday,
May
Cass.
you
Now,
have many more.
as a special gift for you, I made not just one but 2 new videos this week, and they're up on the Rick Serra channel. I hope you enjoy. And if you would like something else, if that's not
Well,
enough,
Krabby, I hope you do get lucky.
you could have
Potato
your
cartel.
friend send us a request for a free gift, and we would be happy to send Cass a gift. Remember to have her send an email to rick.adr@aol.com with her name and mailing
Hey,
address.
T-Bear44.
And we will send her a free gift. And there's no nudity in that at all, but one of the videos has some partial nudity. You know, I didn't know how YouTube would respond to me flashing my little tush. And I thought, should I say when I do the self-evaluation that it's brief nudity or whatever? I'm like, nah, I'm not going to say it. It's only a butt, a male butt, even more so. There's nothing that great about a male butt. I guess unless you're a male that likes male butts. But, you know, I don't ever think about that most of the time, because I don't like male butts that much. Only my own, when it's clean, which is most of the time, but still, I digress. Do I digress?
No, I didn't say that. You said it's clean most of the time, and I said, no, it's not.
So you got some things at the store, Alien Train? Was it the dispensary? Was it a bunch of pre-rolls?
Speaking of
Some
which,
gummies?
do you have any joints?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Got one, but I was gonna, just before we were gonna eat, I was just about to sit down and do one.
What, smoke one?
Roll.
Oh.
There's a song that goes, I like big butts and I cannot lie. I know
The
that
donkey.
song.
The donkey
The
sang
donkey.
it.
And you know something?
In Shrek. I will never
The
forget
donkey is going to have his own movie. Eddie Murphy, Donkey, the voice of Donkey,
that. Well, wait.
proudly announced
I have
there's
to
going to be a donkey
back.
movie.
Good. But here's the thing. When Shrek came out,
Yes.
Kylie was about 3, maybe 4, and we went to the movies
Oh,
to
God.
see that.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Rick went in first and got our seats. I don't know if Kylie had to go to the bathroom.
Maybe
or
that's what it was.
But then as we were walking in, they had already turned the lights off, and she got scared.
She
I
was
had
scared, yep.
to pick her up and carry her down. And she goes, I know. I said, no, you'll be okay. And then maybe after about 20 minutes, she sat in the seat, but she had to sit in my lap
She
for
was
like
a
the
little-
first 20 minutes.
Yeah, she was a little scared. Well,
It
she was
was-
only, what, 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's the first movie I think she ever
Yeah, ever
saw in a
movie, yep.
movie theater.
So 20 years later, she's turning 23.
Yep.
I wonder if you would have to have her sit in your lap to watch a movie now.
Oh, thanks, Daniel. He says, love you guys so much. It's like an online local bar.
That's the whole idea. That is it. Thank you. You should have had that idea, Daniel. But, you know, since your observational skills are so highly developed, we're on the same wavelength, definitely. For entertainment and for goodwill, because we like to do both.
Yeah, where is Carson Thorpe?
Yes, where is Carson Thorpe? That is a good question. Carson, I hope that everything is good. But
Rick's
maybe.
Pub and Tug.
Huh?
Rick's Pub and Tug.
And tug, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about me tugging, but I can imagine.
It was earlier in the show. We
Yeah,
were talking
earlier in
about-
the show.
the tugboat.
The tugboat,
Did
right,
I tug?
right. That's good.
Ugh.
So Carson indeed is not here. Maybe Carson had a date. It could be possible. He's had that before. So hopefully he's having fun and he'll watch this on the replay.
No, stop.
So FYI, if you didn't already know this, when you first watch the replay of not just my lives, any live stream, you do not see the chat appear for
Yeah, Bourbon isn't here either.
a couple of days. So if you wait a few days and replay, then the chat should be in place. Some providers or YouTubers, maybe it happens quicker. For my channel, it is at least a couple of days before the chat appears. And that is so that YouTube can verify that none of you all posted any horrible things that somehow horrible that we didn't pick up or that they didn't pick up before. All right, so love the sexual agenda in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And Bourbon Cat, yes, he's not here. And I can't even think of his name. Jeff Swanson Bronson Johnson.
Oh, he hasn't been here in forever.
Swanson Bronson Johnson, who was with us almost every episode for about 10 months there. Well, he was on a sort of a hiatus at that time. And then he went back to work. And he's in a high stress kind of a field. So sadly, we lost having his jocularial comments. I don't know if that's a word.
Well, you just
Jocular comments, whatever. His jocularity in general was appreciated. And I miss him. I miss my Swanson Bronson Johnson. But luckily, the others here, 63 of you all, have been able to help me to get by since he stopped appearing.
Yeah, don't forget
We're
to hit
going to
that
have
like
to
button if you
start
haven't.
microchipping the chatters. I didn't see what it said, but apparently there's something new from YouTube. Aren't they great with all their new things? That deals with the YouTuber being able to control the moderators or keep track of the moderators. I don't know. Anybody who has
came back, alien
a
train.
little wrench beside their name, they're a moderator. So if you look on the screen, do you see anybody who's a moderator?
Yes.
Yes. So we got plenty of moderators in the chat, and although most people nowadays, there has been no real bad behaviors. People aren't saying any horrible things. But just in case, that's what the moderator's job is, to step in and keep things peaceful.
Yeah, I hope they're having a good evening too, Josh. Everybody can't be here every time we are
No,
on.
of course not. And we hopped up to 67. We used to be blessed by over 80, even 90, 100 people at a time. We have watched that steadily decrease.
Well, part of the reason we had to change the time.
We had to change the time.
And that's because
and
our
that
favorite
means
person in
next door in Florida, our next door neighbor,
who has PTSD and is a
and I'm
fucking
sorry
jerk.
he has the suffering, but it doesn't make it easy to deal with. So we had to go back to an earlier time. And so as not to cause you all some kind of a neck injury trying to snap back and figure out why the time is later, we just left it where it is.
Well, I'm glad you're here, John C.
But we honestly,
Well, Dan, I like having you here,
yes,
but I wish you could work when you wanted to. So I'm just glad you pop in when you can.
Yes, that's exactly right, Dan Wilson. And we do not wish unemployment for everybody, but I hope if you're unemployed, at least you're getting unemployment checks. That helps.
Well, maybe not. You never know. Boy, it's getting cool out there.
You
It
know
feels
what?
good.
It's a little cool. I mean, it's down to 70, man.
We've had some pretty heavy winds
We love being
since
watched
up here.
by you.
It knocked over the plants out front. Heavy hanging plants that were sitting on the steps, knocked them
They
over
were
quite
sitting-
a few times.
Right down, and then it knocked over my swing, and I haven't even put it back together because I
don't think you can.
it keeps falling apart. But I need someone to work with me to put it back together again. I can't do it solo.
Why don't we just get rid of it?
It's in good shape still.
No. Well, anyway, the other day we had a storm. What was it? 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it was
And
late.
the wind
Came in
must have
late.
been really, really bad.
'Cause
and
it
there's
just-
a swing that we have that was his parents. It's like 30 years
Oh,
old.
it's like from the
Your
late
mother
the
said
late
it was
80s.
30 years
So
old.
let's see, late 80s, late 90s, 2009, 2019. Wow, it's over 30, 35.
Oh, yeah.
35
Listen to
years
me.
old. I still have the original
I
cushion
know. Woo.
that goes over the swing and includes a back. Oh, and I still haven't gotten an email. If anybody would love to come to pick up a free 55-inch 1080 digital television, Toshiba, with the remote, the original remote, works beautifully. We just decided to get a Roku TV as the upgrade, and actually it was a gift.
Yes.
So I would love to gift this TV to preferably someone who can drive here and would utilize it. It needs a wall mount. I don't still possess the little feet, I'm sorry. But it's a big television. It works much better on a wall mount. And it's got, I think it's 3 or 4 HDMI inputs. So if you're interested, rick.adr@aol.com, and we'll work it out somehow to get you a
Told you,
TV
Spin.
owned by Rick and
Serra.
Dolly and Sarah. Wow, I own Rick Serra's TV. I once gave somebody my workbench, and the gentleman was a younger guy, came here and picked it up, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm pumped. I can't wait to set it up and use it. I had 2. I didn't need 2, but so I gave him the one, and I still have the one down in the basement. I'm very much into gifting things. If it's still good, but I really don't care about trying to sell it, I very happily take it to a place that would maybe use it like a thrift shop or whatever, and I donate it.
Time to say goodnight.
Is it
Rick.
time?
Yes.
Well, we've had a good time, and it is rolled by 90 minutes like that. Hey, that was a pretty impressive.
That was a good
That was an
snap.
impressive snap, man. All right.
I need a sweater. It
All
feels
right,
so
sweater
good.
weather.
Yeah.
So,
Woo.
if you need a good laugh, I hope you'll watch
And I gotta
my
go pee, so speed it up.
2-minute video fun time pool play. And if you like the blues and you'd like to be introduced to a blues band, you might want to watch that as well. It's all there on the Rick Serra channel. I only have like 900 videos.
Hey guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
We hope that you've had fun with us. Hope you've had fun with each other now. If you would go to ricksarastar.com, there's a link for Discord. If you've never tried it and you'd like to hang out with some other fans, you guys can make your own fun on Discord. I know that we have John C. in here, I think Ponytail Dungeon Master,
He was here earlier.
Shay Lee is in here, and Mr. D Pants popped in briefly. But those are the guys who put together this a couple of years ago now. So go have some fun if you'd like to hang and digitally hang out with others virtually.
Good night, guys.
Peace and love, everybody. We'll see you next Friday. I think so, right?
Yes, why not?
Which is the 5th of July.
Yeah.
And the first episode of July. That means
Cleansing.
special cleansing. If you don't want to miss that, get your special cleansing next Friday, July 5th, 7 o'clock. Until then, I'm going to put on my glasses so I can find the X that I have to touch to close this out. Love you all. Happy 4th of July.
We'll be here.
Peace. And hello, Jessica from Rhode Island.
I gotta go pee.
Rick.adr@aol.com. And Potato Kartoff just popped in. Oh, I'm sorry we missed you. And Daniel Evans again. Peace.